Hi all. I know my title says Sport for Life, but for me, sports is actually life. So all I want to tell all of you is just play some sport. It'll help you lead a very healthy and happy life. And that's my TED Talk actually. Thank you. No, just kidding. This was the T20 version. I'll give you the long format test version now. You need to be prepared to face the world and take it on head on. I believe that sports will help you just do that. All right. For me, I'm going to tell you my experiences through my sports journey the last 30 years. It helps me build character and helps me face adversity. It's really made me honest about what I can and cannot do. It's taught me how to manage success, how to keep me humble, and also how to face failure. And that's what I'm going to share with all of you today. The first thing is start where you are. Let me just go back a little bit in history. This is 1983. I'm this happy-go-lucky kid in Mysore, doing what I want, growing up in a joint family. Suddenly my parents say, let's go on a trip to Ooty. So I come here to Ooty, and guess what happens? I end up in boarding school. 5 months later, I meet my parents, but before that, I learned a lot in boarding school. And one of the most important things for me was playing football. And football gave me so many skills, but I still remember the first goal I scored. The exhilaration, the joy was amazing. But I was good at defending. And when I was defending, it was either me in the field with the football. So either the ball would go flying or the opponent would go flying. And that's what I focused on. All right? So whenever I was doing that, I was so confident. And that was the first lesson that I got. Always match your skill with opportunity. So I realized that I was not good at dribbling. I realized that I was very strong. So I became a corner kick specialist, and I became a very good defender. So always know what you can and cannot do. Then I started playing volleyball soon after. Volleyball had 6 players in a team. Either you can spike, or you can smash, or you can block, or you serve, or you set up your opponents. I became very good at setting up my opponents to excel. I also became very good at setting up my teammates to excel as well. And that's how volleyball taught me my next most valuable lesson. Build on your strength and back yourself 100%. And always team comes first, come what may. Then came cricket. Cricket just changed my life. I got my first experience of playing leather ball cricket, played my first competitive match for Spring House right here. We lost the match, of course. I got duck out. But what I realized in that experience is how to face defeat. I felt miserable. The sadness that comes with defeat. I was just a 10-year-old kid. But I took the blame upon myself because I just didn't play naturally. I didn't play to my instinct. I didn't attack. I tried to defend, and I got duck out. And that gave me my next lesson in life. Always be yourself, no matter what. Never go against your natural instinct. I left boarding school in just 2 years' time. And then I came into Mysore, where I joined this government school. Suddenly, I was thrown into an array. Here in boarding, I had a timetable, there was prep time, there was sports time, there was Mala Chechi used to take care of me, there was food given at all correct times. But I was suddenly opened into a government school where I had so many kids, so many students, I was at a loss. And that, my friends, is what life is about. Look around you. People that are sitting next to you are going to be your friends for life. But they're also going to be a competition when you enter. These friends that you make in school are the ones who will decide what your future is also going to be. And that taught me my next lesson. Always know your competition and figure out how you can get ahead in life. By the time I was 15, this was around 1988, I had started to play a lot more individual sports as well. And this was a real challenge for me because suddenly I had to blame only myself, right? In team games, you either win together or lose together. A team is a team. But as an individual, your weaknesses are immediately exposed and your opponents understand how to beat you every single time. I had to get a lot stronger and fitter. At this point of time, I started to play a lot more badminton and tennis, started to play state ranking tournaments as well. But this one experience, stuck by me. I was playing a state ranking tournament, this was under 15. My opponent was a lot stronger, fitter, better playing than me. He beat me 6-love, 6-love. This was a rude awakening for me. The transition from playing competitively in high school to playing individual sports at a state level, I was just not prepared. This lesson that I learned, that how you prepare for a challenge is a lot more important than how you face the challenge in itself was a defining moment for me. Preparation is key. The more I prepared, the better I did. And then my 10th standard holidays came, and my dad put me in basketball camp, and so basketball entered my life. I really played basketball well. I got selected for the state mini basketball camp. But dad just said one thing, now that you're in 10th, academics is equally important. You study hard, you do well in your tests, I'll let you go for the basketball camp. And of course, you all guessed it right, I didn't do well in my tests, and I missed the opportunity to go for the basketball camp. Who knows, right? If I'd actually studied hard and played in the basketball camp, I would have probably been the next MJ. My TED Talk would probably have been very different than what it is today. But the lesson that I learned that day is when life gives you an opportunity, grab it with both hands, right? And I just didn't do that at that point of time. And a bigger lesson, I think, for all of you here, academics is equally, if not more important. So please study. Then I got into pre-university college after 10th. I did well in school. The 11th and 12th in Mysore, it's called pre-university because it's kind of preparing you for college. But also with that comes independence. You wear color dress to school, no more uniforms. You do what you want. Your priorities kind of change. You start fighting with your parents at that age as well. And that's when I started to play individual sports a lot more again. Basketball then came back in my life because we got an exchange student from the US who was almost 6'2", and he was really good defending at the boards. So we went ahead and formed a basketball team, 7 of us in the team. 3 of them would score all the points, but without all the 7, we would never win any tournament. And we ended up winning the state championship when I was in 12th grade. And then the next lesson came for me. Every victory is a team victory, and all pride is shared. And the biggest learning for me is you need to learn in any team, be it in life, be it in business, be it in sports, learn from each other, and most importantly, enjoy each other's success. You need to be happy when somebody else does better than you in a team. And that's the biggest lesson I got from my basketball team in 12th standard. Then I went on to study engineering in a local college. By this time, I was almost playing 9 different sports: cricket, tennis, badminton, volleyball, football, hockey, table tennis, and baseball. I captained 8 of these 9 teams. Sports that I'd never played before I started to play, like kabaddi and handball. Each of them gave me valuable lessons. A fun fact for you kids, in engineering college, you get 5% attendance for every sport you played. So I was playing 11 sports, so I got 55% as is. But I still studied quite hard. I still did well. I actually passed in distinction from my engineering college. All individual achievements apart, what gave me the most pleasure, the most happiness is when I led our college for the University Shield 2 years in a row. Life is a sequence of memories. Some stay with us a lot longer. Some go back into the subconscious. We call these experiences. And always for me, the introspection that I got was what I learned from my adversities and from my defeats. One such memory, I think I'll carry forever. Just to set context to all of you, this is 1996. Cricket bats were not as good as what it is today. All the sixes that you see in all these T20 matches is all primarily because of good quality equipment and gear. So in 1996, we didn't have such good bats. It was just one good cricket bat that we had in our team. I was a college captain. And every ball that we batted, every run we took, we'd go to the center of the wicket, exchange the bat. So this is the scenario, right? And we're playing the final. This is this college that we've always lost to. They're the best engineering college in the city. And we are in the final. I'm the captain. I'm batting in 40. We have 20 balls, 25 runs to score. I hit a 6, 3 balls to go. We are now at runner ball. I take a single, go back to the center of the wicket, exchange my bat with Suresh, who then takes a single. And then I go towards him to exchange the bat. He just says, last ball, you just bat. The last ball is bowled. It's a full toss. I hit the ball to mid-wicket. Gosh, I get caught out. Okay? We ended up losing the match, and I was to blame. This taught me many, many invaluable lessons. Never ever in life be careless. Every effort counts. Every effort matters. Make the effort so that your conscience is clear. Even till today, I carry that guilt. If I just walked 22 yards and exchanged the bat, right, that ball would have gone out of the boundary. The next lesson from the same experience is, if you're in war, be prepared completely. I had to just go speak to my physical director. Tell him, we need 2 bats for the final, and I'm sure he would have got it for us. As captain, it was my responsibility, and I didn't do that either. The third lesson from this, if something is not right, you need to always speak up. It has far-reaching impact. Maybe one of the players in my team would have been inspired by this victory that we got in the final and gone on to do greater things. You never know. So your actions have far-reaching impact on people that may or may not be connected to you. So this is a very important life lesson as well. Now, after engineering, and then I went on to the US to do my MBA in Arizona and started playing golf. What an amazing sport golf is. As a golfer, you are one with nature. You compete with yourself day in and day out. The ball, the ground, the sky, the atmosphere, everything is unique every single time. Whatever happens, I found this to be the most intriguing of sports. And one biggest learning for me is golf is 90% mental and just 10% mental. Yeah, you heard me right. There's no physical in it. It's played between these 2 years. Golf is an amazing sport. And the next lesson for me from that, which is something each and every one of you need to realize, is you are your own competition. Everything that happens, you are to be responsible for. Most people say that you are very busy to play. No matter who you are or where you are, you have to find time to play some sport. It helps you tune out the external world. Just imagine when you're out there in the middle of the ground, nothing else matters. The current, you're hyper-focused, completely committed to that particular moment. This gives the mind and body much-needed break from the mundane. When you're hitting that golf ball or that tennis ball, that service, when you hit that, your mind is clear, focused, and just in that moment. And for me, that is the most important thing I believe in this current state. You have to be relevant. You have to be current. It's just not about that one basket, just that one ball. There is no past, there is no future. It is just that present, here and the now. That's where life is lived, guys. Remember that. It is in the now. Past doesn't matter. Future will take care of itself. Learn to live in the present. Then I came back to Mysore, had a wonderful 4 years in the US, came back to Mysore in 2020, joined the family business, still continue to play golf and cricket. Cricket I continue to play because I want to be part of a team sport, and of course I play tennis with my family. For the past 10 years now, I've been managing our cricket team called the Mysore Warriors, and you guys guessed it right. We are now the Karnataka State Champions this year. We won the T20 Championship as well, with God's grace, of course. Ultimately, what I want to tell all of you is that there are 3 essentials for success in life. First, you need to have the will to play sports, the will to have self-belief. In sports, you need to believe that you can be the best, come what may. You need to have the will to play for your teammates. You need to have the will to sacrifice. You need to have the will to get up and sweat it out. You need to decide to be present, and you need to decide to be relevant for the team. All right, that's the most important. Next is the skill. Will you have, then you build on your skills. No matter how much you want something, no matter how much you try, if you don't invest time in building your skill set, upskilling every single time, you'll never get ahead. You have to keep improving, come what may. That's extremely essential. Keep upskilling day in and day out. So with will and skill, you'll become a great player, great human being, and you'll contribute to the nation for sure. No matter how much will you have, how much skill you have, none of it is going to work if you don't have the most important one, dil. Dil is heart, okay? On the field or off it, you have to have dil. You have to go all out. Give it 100%. Come what may, you need to have the courage to face any adversity, any challenge. You have to have sheer self-belief. Players with heart will just want it a little bit more. And I've realized that in the long term. I see that at work, I see that in family, I see that everywhere. Whoever has that dil, will give just that extra. Will just do that little bit more. Heart is all it takes. So with will, skill, and dil, guys, I'm telling you, your life will be chill. All right? So go out there, play some sport, play it hard, work hard, and everything will be all right. So good luck and Godspeed. Thank you.